Hare Krishna, welcome to Morning Amrut Vani program. His Grace Rupavilas Prabhuji will be giving his transcendental words of wisdom. His Grace Ram Kripa Prabhuji will be reading the Namamrita, followed by Srila Prabhupada quote, followed by Srila Prabhupada Lilamrit. Thereafter, Her Grace Sadhu Sevani Mataji will be reciting the slokas. Welcome to everyone once again. Hare Krishna. Ram Kripa Prabhuji, kindly unmute and read.
हरे कृष्ण बहुदंडवत प्रणाम। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। ही रिवाइन गे श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। ही होलिनेस गोपाल कृष्ण गोस्वामी महाराज की जय। ही होलिनेस भक्ति आश्रय वैष्णव स्वामी महाराज की जय। ही ग्रेस ईशा गुरु रूपविलास प्रभु की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। Sri Namamrita, the nectar of the holy name. To, to think that glorification of the holy name is an exaggeration or to interpret the glories of the holy name are offenses against the holy name. Once the Lord explained the glories of the holy name to the devotees, but some ordinary students who heard him fashioned their own interpretation. When a student interpreted the glories of the holy name as a prayer of exaggeration, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, greatly unhappy, immediately warned everyone not to see the student's face henceforward. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu explained the glories of the transcendental potency of the Lord's holy name, the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, one unfortunate student said that such glorification of the holy name was an exaggeration in the Shastras to induce people to take to it. In this way, the student interpreted the glories of the holy name. This is called the Arthavada, and it is one of the 10 offenses at the lotus feet of the holy name of the Lord. The holy name is identical with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Therefore, one who distinguishes between the Lord and his name is called a pasandi or non-believer, an atheistic demon. Glorification of the holy name is glorification of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. One should never attempt to distinguish between the Lord and his name or interpret the glories of the holy name as mere exaggeration. See Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi Leela 17.72 and 73. Hare Krishna. The Srila Prabhupada quote, 14 January. Love affairs in the material world are only shadows or reflections of the real love with Krishna. If you love Krishna in any capacity, you never be frustrated because everything in Krishna is perfect, eternal, blissful, and full of knowledge. Letter to Kanchabala, January 14, 1968. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada Lilamrita. The problem, Abhay explained, was that the world was lacking Krishna conscious devotees. Leaders under the influence of the material nature could never solve the problems of the world. Materialistic illusion was especially prevalent in the Western countries, which Indians should not try to imitate. Abhay prophesied, however, that the Krishna consciousness would one day reach the West. In the Western countries, there has never been any discussion of the relation between the atomic individual soul and the supreme complete conscious personality of Godhead. Neither their activities nor their state in the ultimate perfection has been investigated. That is why, even though they have made so much material advancement, they are squirming in the burning poison of this sensualism. We can absolutely certain that India's real peace formula will one day reach their ears. Abhay's article began appearing regularly in the Gaudiya Patrika. His god brothers appreciated his writings. His denunciation of the materialistic mentality was reminiscent of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati's. In Abhay's hands, the Bhagavad Gita concept of Asura demon was no longer merely a depiction of the mythological or legendary enemy. The Asuras had come to life in the modern day Hitler, Churchill, or even an Indian Prime Minister. But as Abhay pointed out, his denunciation of the misleaders was not known. He was only repeating the words of Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji Dandavat Pranam. Da Bhagavad Gita 17.20 Datavyam iti yaddanam diyate anupakarine deshe kale cha patre cha taddanam satvikam smritam. Translation: Charity given out of duty without expectation of return at the proper time and place and to a worthy person is considered to be in the mode of goodness. Hare Krishna. Srimad Bhagavatam 4.14.38 Evam Nishanta Rishayo Davatam Sarvato Disham Pamsu Sammutito Bhuris Choranam Abhilupatam. Translation: When the great sages were carrying on their discussion in this way, they saw a dust storm arising from all directions. This storm was caused by the running of thieves and rogues who were engaged in plundering the citizens. Hare Krishna. Chaitanya Charitamrit Madhya Leela 5.98 Uttalitya ami tumhi nakariya darshane amaka dekhila amira hi base sthane. Translation: The Lord continued, Do not try to see me by turning around. As soon as you see me, I shall remain stationary in that very place. Hare Krishna Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Shri Shri Radharas Bihari Bhagavan ki jai, Lalita Sakhi Vishakha Mata ki jai, Giriraj Govardhan Maharaj ki jai, सीताराम लक्ष्मण हनुमान की जय, गौरांग निताय महाप्रभु की जय, शील प्रभुपाद की जय, मॉर्निंग चैंटिंग प्रोग्राम की जय, संवेत भक्त वृंद की जय. So, giving different meanings other than that of the Shastra, scholarical, to become a scholar and try to interpret it or give their own meaning, this is considered as an offense in the 10 offenses of the holy name. And here an example in Chaitanya Charitamrita is given at how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself, uh, greatly unhappy, immediately warned everyone not to see the student face henceforth, uh, who had fashioned his own interpretation. When you do not follow the Shastra as it is, when you try to interpret the meaning of the Lord from your own whims and understanding, and you try to negate that the Lord's name and the Lord is different, it falls in the category of aparad. We should understand this aparad category goes for very long, but if one has to come out from the nam aparada category, he has to increase the quantity of the holy name more.
Uh,
The more he increases the quantity, he will be able to get out of this phase of Nam Aparadha and come to the Nam Abhasa stage. And from Nam Abhasa stage, he has to reach to the Shuddha Nama stage. Prabhupada is very rightly saying, whatever we see in this material world is a shadow of the real world. We are spirit soul, we are part and parcel of Lord. Mame Vansha Jeev Loke Jeeva Bhuta Sanatana. And we are actually meant to love Lord. But when we decide not to love Lord and love other things, then we fall in trap of loving our body, our wife, our children, our relatives, our neighbors, our society, our country, and so on. But actually, we are meant to love the Lord. And when we revive that actual love, then we cannot get frustrated in this material world love. Very important line, the first line. The problem Abhay explained was the world was lacking Krishna consciousness devotees. Leader under the influence of material nature could never solve the problems of the world. Hmm? Never, never. And that is why we have to understand that what we see here is that the most important part of our body is the soul. They do not have any division throughout the world. For the entire body, they have so much knowledge and division. Hmm? But the most important part is the soul, how the soul reacts, how the soul passes on, what are the requirement of the soul, whom does the soul belongs to. That type of knowledge is never ever given in material institution, which is the most important part. Without the soul, everything is useless. And that's why Srila Prabhupada say, if you are trying to solve the problems without keeping the Lord and the soul in the center, you are superficially trying to solve the problems. It will never get solved. Dana, given out of duty, without any expectation, at proper time and proper place, to a worthy person, is considered in the mode of goodness. Right time पे right place को दिया गया है. That is considered as goodness. We will consider what is right time and right place. Right time means like today is Makar Sankranti. On the Makar Sankranti, Annadan. Sorry. Annadan given is at the right time, right place. Today we have to do Annadan, and when the Dan is centered for the cause of Krishna, for the cause of Guru, then it comes in the category of pure goodness. All the sages were seeing because of the lawlessness, because of the king not there, the rogues, the thieves were creating a lot of problem. And because of that, they were plundering the citizen. And they were feeling very bad that we have to do something to solve this problem because we were the cause that we have killed the king. Lord kept a condition to the younger Brahmana. Okay, I'll come for the protection of the senior Brahmana's word, but in one condition. You walk ahead, I'll be walking behind, and don't turn back. The moment you turn back, I'll become stationary over there. This was the deal that was done by the Lord with the younger Brahmana. Sakshi Gopal. That's why we know that deity's name is Sakshi Gopal. Hare Krishna, Krishna